When you start Gladiator Heroes, the game gives you a guardian. Most players build him wrong. They turn him into a tank, give him taunt, and wonder why their team keeps collapsing. But your first guardian is not just a tank. He is the most important early game unit you will have. And if you build him correctly, he will accelerate your progression. Let's break it down. Structured. Your first gladiator is a guardian. But he has something unique. He has access to Healing Shout. And here's what makes that important. Healing Shout is not normally available to guardians. That makes your first guardian special. For a long time, he will be your only healer, your sustain core. The reason your team survives in perfect fights. And early game is not about flashy damage. It's about stability. Healing reduces downtime, saves gold, keeps your team fighting, allows you to push harder stages. That's value. Guardians and Valkyries are sword and shield units. Sword and shield units have increased block chance, increased armor, the ability to block attacks from the back. That last one is extremely important. Normally, this makes them perfect tanks. You would think, great, give him taunt, let him draw attention, and that would be correct. If he wasn't your healer. If you give your first guardian taunt, he becomes the focus target. He takes all the damage. He gets stunned. He dies. And when your healer dies, the fight is over. Your healer must survive. That is the priority. We want him to be tanky, not attention-seeking. That difference is what separates random builds from structured strategy. Let's talk skill priority. Stone Stance. This is my first choice. Why? Because conditions kill early teams. Stuns, bleeds, control effects. If your healer gets stunned, he cannot heal. Stone Stance protects your win condition. Armor increase. Excellent second option. You can cast it on himself, more survival a teammate, protect your damage dealer. This scales well into early clan battles too. Very flexible. Block. Simple. Reliable. Sword and shield synergy makes this solid. If you don't get the top two, block is still strong. Stun attack, fourth choice. Yes, it sounds appealing. But remember, battles are team-based. Your next guardians should be your control units. They should run. Defensive taunt. Block. Stun. They protect. Your first guardian sustains. That's structure. Your early team should look like this. Gladiator 1, healer, sustain core. Gladiator 2, defensive taunt plus block or stun. Gladiator 3, high damage output. You build protection around the healer, not the healer around protection. That mindset alone will change how you progress. Now let's talk passives. Scavenger, always king. There is no debate here. Scavenger is the king passive skill for every gladiator. Tactics Master, strong universal passive. Very consistent value. Condition resistance. Only if you didn't take Stone Stance. Redundancy is not efficient. Back protection. Useful, but not priority. Counter class. Situational. Never early priority. Your first guardian is not just a starter unit. He defines your early stability. Build him like a tank, and you will struggle. Build him like a protected healer, and your progression becomes smoother, cheaper, and faster. That's structured Gladiator Heroes strategy. Now I want to ask you, did you build your first guardian as a tank, or as a healer? And if you could reset him, would you? Let me know in the comments. And if you're serious about mastering Gladiator Heroes the structured way, follow.